Aye, we found out Ann Widdecombe. There's some skullduggery going on with her. Aye.
Was there suspicions of any report?
He just looked up an article there saying
front of the BBC News.
Ann Widdecombe's been cleaning out her socks, mate.
Yeah.
But like,
who's got to take Ann Widdecombe out of the game?
Well, has she even been an MP for years? Like,
I don't think so.
No, she's 90, mate.
Aye.
Last I saw her was getting dragged about the flare and fucking Strictly, mate.
Aye.
Aye.
I remember that.
Is that what done it?
It was horrendous.
Contango her to death, man. Foxtrotted into the ground.
Aye, the guy that didn't win with her went into her house and just started spinning her around in a circle.
Big Anton de Beck, man. Fucking.
He's held a grudge for a good couple of years, is he not? She's not been on Strictly for about 10 years.
Death by centrifugal force, man. Aye. Right, so
That's a shame.
fucking here, before we start, it's a new month. I forgot to do this last time with Roy. So the calendar needs swapping. So Jimmy is our guest, mate.
On you go.
Flip the calendar.
God, how do I do this? Right. I'll do it. Right, there we go. We're in.
Right, let's see what we've got here for this month.
Is it just a Cliff Richard calendar? Is there anybody else here?
No, it's just Cliff, mate.
Well, there he is.
There he is.
It's a nice wee one.
About to pounce. It's been laying in wait there for...
Still mad with it though. Absolutely fucking out he's been.
It's a striking t-shirt he's wearing though. That looks really good. He looks like every woman that we saw at the bingo.
Smashing blouse. It's a smashing blouse you have on.
When Roy got this for Christmas, the thing we noticed was there's nobody else in any of the photos.
Aye.
It's all just him on his Todd, clearly recorded on his phone, every single photo. There's not one that's a professional like shoot.
Can't stop looking at it.
And he's mad with it. I think they've been all recorded in the same day. Every single one. God love him. God love him. Maybe he killed Ann Widdecombe.
Just partying too much, man.
Well, if he did, he'd take a photo of it.
Fucking...
Dane gear off his pinger, man. Right, so welcome to the Heavy Good Podcast. Roy is not here for the next 2 weeks because he is in Helsinki.
That's Helsinki, Sweden. Just repeat that. Quote for Die Hard, right?
He's in Helsinki, man. And instead we've drafted in Jimmy, our good mate Jimmy.
Hello, folks.
Aye.
Wasn't to be here. This is great.
Aye.
Long time listener.
Finally, man.
Long time listener.
We've been wanting to get you in this for ages, but I feel weird sitting in this seat.
Yeah, I'm just realising that you're in the...
Front and centre.
Because I had to use the computer that we use to record the audio to also do the screen if we need to record anything. Or show it. In fact, I've got something lined up that I want to show you right now. So, obviously the England game in the World Cup got delayed. I've got to take your shades off, man. My Buckfast shades.
Yeah. You look like you're partying with Cliff Richard or something.
I've got a wee extra pair. I've got a wee extra pair there for you, mate.
Buckfast shades?
Aye, you have the ones.
Ah, sweet.
I've also got you they gave me a couple of everything, mate. So there's a wee keychain for you.
Yes!
And
yes! Check out! I fucking love it. I love that, man.
So
this is for Buckfast themselves. This is official merch, man.
Aye.
Carved by monks.
You saw the football tap, didn't you?
Hand. Aye, it's brilliant,
Football tap's a fucking belter. And I've also got a wee pen for you there as well.
Sweet.
Aye, a wee Buckfast pen. Awesome. They gave me a bunch of them. They've clearly just went like into the cupboard when we fucking sent them and just shoved tons of stuff in, but I was buzzing, man, right?
Aye, too right.
But this is what I wanted to show you. So the England game, right, got delayed by an hour, and I was sitting talking to Damo, that's what it was, and I was like, this is going to cause carnage, because people have been drinking, waiting for a 1 a.m. kick-off.
Yeah.
And now it's later. So that's an extra hour. That's a lot more deliveries. People are a lot of drop-offs happening in that hour.
Aye.
And one person that was tipped over the edge, that extra hour, let's just say drinking, right, was Grant for EastEnders. Have you seen this shit?
Grant. Oh, I think I have seen this video.
Have you seen this, Jimmy?
I haven't seen this, no.
Right, well,
no.
Wait till you fucking see this. If I can figure out what the fuck.
He's always putting up these videos like celebrating England goals and all that, but
mate, no like this.
Aye.
Not like this,
he
man.
looks like a bulldog. It's about to fucking shit itself.
Well, he's ready. He's ready for
Look at him! He's not the happiest, is he?
Aye, so the still alone is fucking... He looks a bit like Joe Rogan, man, in an ice bath. But anyway, watch this, lads.
Come on, England. Come on, England. You just keep it calm. Keep it calm. Go. 2. Come on, England. Shut them up. Shut that crowd up. Shut everybody out. Come on, England. Come on, England. Jude, 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 Jude.
Look.
Like Alex Jones.
Have you?
Slept on it.
Fucking hell, mate.
Keep cool heads, and we will shut them out.
How bright ready went there or no, man?
How can you shout calm down and keep it cool, lads, and do all the hand actions when your face is getting more progressively purple?
It's terrifying.
Taking the divorce well, isn't he, man?
No, I think the family were in the house because he was doing that thing where you shout but don't shout.
Aye.
On the couch, on his Todd, man. So that extra hour of drinking, man, he's fucking literally slabbering. Jude.
It's fucking so unintentionally funny. I can't look at him out thinking super army soldiers.
Oh, it's fucking boiling today, isn't it,
Remember
man?
he used to do that? Remember his documentaries? He'd go and he was like the pre-Danny Dyer, or like Danny Dyer sort of knocked it off him a wee bit, where he would go and visit. There was one he done in Glasgow, wasn't
He's done a lot of good ones, my mate. It's no longer with us, R.I.P. He was in the jail when
he was there filming.
When he was there.
No
so
way.
they were up in the upper deck. So as he's walking through everybody going, oh! Our mate is up there and going, yeah, fucking bull cunt. It's about to kick off here. No, but mate, I thought he had a lot of good ones, like ones where he went to different countries and met gangsters and stuff like that. I used to love all that stuff.
He really did. Like, you see clips, I think clips resurfacing, like Danny Dyer, and he's like, he's going to spend a few hours in a traveller camp, and he's acting like he's going into a war-torn country. Like, fucking hell, mate, fucking hell, it's half of China now, you know? It's like, mate, you're just going to sit in a caravan. Camden, but like Ross Kemp for real literally went into like fucking some of the most dangerous fucking bits and hung about with the most dangerous gangs you're going.
Aye. And never shot yourself.
Aye.
Is there no one where somebody like put a gun on him and threatened him and he doesn't back down?
Yeah.
But you're like, is that set up? Has he bunged him an extra couple of quid? Because that's what I'd do. If I was hosting one, I'd be like, listen, mate, threaten me with a gun, and I'll be like, hold on, you gun. Calm down, mate.
Super army soldiers.
Because he was too calm. That's what got me. I was like, you're too calm, mate.
Aye.
Because I would be diarrhea would be rounding my legs, man, if somebody was in front of me with an MP5 or something like that.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? I feel weird sitting here, man. This isn't where I sit.
Like it?
It's just weird, mate. You know what I mean?
That weird feeling?
Aye. But
you usually sit here. You're all right, aren't you?
What's that? I mean, this is
he's normal space.
Aye.
I only sat here once before when Roy wasn't here, and we had to operate all this shit.
Aye.
So I had to set everything up myself today. It's a bit of a fucking ordeal. But aye, he'll be back soon. He'll be back soon, man.
It's like when Fraser's dad gets a new armchair. He's like, I can't. It's just no me.
It's just the one, man.
Whole episode,
But that was nothing to do with anything. I just really wanted to show you that because it was fucking unhinged, man.
With the fucking draw at the end, man. He's
mate,
like having a fit.
And this is what gets me, right? That video was still on Instagram, right? So he's woke up the next morning. Let's let the hangover subside, right? Has a wee breakfast and all that. Midday though, you're looking for your Instagram, you see that and you go, aye, I can stay up.
That's right.
I'd be like that. Because I do sometimes photos of me with mad weight and all that, and I'm like that next day, oh fuck, man, archive or delete completely, man.
Aye.
Do you know what I mean? Where he sees like that, nah, that's fine. That's gold, man. That's getting a lot of likes. It's like, mate, you literally slab on all yourself.
Aye.
Oh, fucking unreal, man.
He's a ballhead off that guy that you're constantly following on Instagram.
Oh my god.
Any developments with him?
At Crash Damage. No, well, so since we last talked about him, he is, I mean, it's sad, but I can't look away, and there's like a lot of people can't look away because he keeps going on about how many views he gets and that, but very few likes. But it's like, it's clearly people sending it to each other going, this guy is fucking half a deep end. And he is now saying that Tesco, like he's bringing down Tesco, like he's took umbrage to something for when he worked in Tesco, and he's going to bring them down. But there was one day that was hilarious because the day he put a video up about Tesco, their stock dropped instantly, and then everybody was commenting that it was because of him, right? So, but he's clearly on tablets or something for mental health.
Thinks he's Edward Snowden or something.
Mate, and he says he's the most hated person, but he's one of God's true fucking soldiers and all that. Christ. And honestly, mate, it's like I'm not as obsessed anymore as I was, to the point where I used to be at a point where every night, me and the missus, I'd go, fuck, no checked. We'd let them build up for the day, and I'd be like, he's clearly posted 10 times, and you just rattle through them all. Just sit there like a wee cup of tea in bed like that. Look at him, he's fucking happy to eat. And so I don't do it every day now. I wait a couple of days and I go, right. But it's all the same shit. But then he goes, I'm no drinking anymore. I'm going to stay off it. and then the next day he's up fucking getting his breakfast in Italy, got a beer, and you're like, fuck, here we go, the night's going to be fun. So, you know, there's got to be a couple of belters of videos going up. But I hope he gets the help he needs. But in the meantime, I'm going to keep watching, man.
Yeah.
Because I want to see what happens. I want to see where this boat goes to, man. If it sails off into the sunset or it capsizes, or
At least
you know
it's
what I mean?
somewhere nice, man. Like, if you're going to absolutely lose your mind and full public view, might as well do it with nice weather on the back.
Aye.
That's right. It wouldn't be as entertaining if it was in Dartmouth.
Aye.
Or, outskirts of
Paisley.
Glasgow.
Aye, definitely, man. But it's just, I was showing you that there because the World Cup is obviously ongoing, and we need to mention briefly the World Cup, but also because we got Jimmy in the day. I don't know if in the group chat you saw that night, Neil, when he was at Box Park for what game was it? England.
Oh, it was England's first game. England's first game. Croatia. Was it Croatia?
And you tried. You sent us a video of you showing up with a Scotland jersey on, and me and Toe were like, mate, what the fuck are you doing? And then they told you can't get in with that.
They turned me back. They said, no, you can't walk in with that.
So
like, all right, okay. Like, this was going to be a
so then
test waters a wee bit.
We drank our fucking Ross Kemp, man.
So after a full day of him drinking down in London, you were away seeing different things, you just thought, fuck it, I'll go and watch football at Box Park.
Yeah.
And this is obviously stuck in your craw. So then when you've showed up, you've been sending us videos of you slagging England on your camera, surrounded by England fans.
Yeah.
And as you've got more and more drunk and unaware of your surroundings, there's videos where you're going boo when they're scoring or their national anthem's playing. And like fucking, I can see people around you like looking, talking to people like that. And I'm like, Jimmy's got to get done in. And Toll had been slagging you for no wearing the Scotland tap anyway. And I was like, and I like privately messaged me and I went, Toll, what, to leave it now? Until it got to later in the night, right? And he went, oh mate, I shouldn't have said that because now Jimmy's offing one and he's like got a point to prove. But my favourite thing, fucking thing, right? You got unscathed.
Yeah, no, and everything worked out fine. I left at the final whistle. I was okay.
And it was highly entertaining.
That was a good laugh.
My favourite thing was this, mate. So there was a quiz before it and you entered the quiz, which would show up on the screen.
Yes, the big screen, obviously the one that everybody watches the game.
So can you see
pints at the ceiling?
What team name Jimmy's got?
Yeah,
it's not coming home. So that was
kind of
on the screen.
Got to the top 11. I could have got a wee bit further, but there's only so much England knowledge that I've got in my head.
Well, you done better than Blobby, Petal, and fucking. There's two Blobbies.
Yeah.
They got 0.
Blobby Petal, did he not play for Celtic? Dan get -4 points. Anyway, these guys are all, But Box Park was an experience, I'll say that.
Aye.
Very, very strange, I wanted to do the whole, everybody's throwing pints over each other and going bananas. I just wanted to see it and experience it. A wee bit of World Cup nonsense. And, saw it. It was what it was, but everybody's singing all the tunes. A wee bit white.
And you see the thing down there and always you wanted to go to different games. But all the pubs weren't showing the games after it.
There was no pubs that were showing it. It's a wee bit like Glasgow.
So the 1 in the morning games, all that sort of shit, nobody was...
Like, I think the bars were open, but they were shutting the bar. So everybody was just watching the television. That was it. They were closed. They weren't serving pints or anything like that, but everything else was open. But you're wandering about going, I could watch this in a hotel. Like, it was exactly the same. But, Glasgow's the same. London, I thought, big metropolitan city, I thought they would have all the games on, but nah, just the odd game.
I always thought that was weird about London. Anytime we ran shows down there, like after it, try to get in anywhere, like everywhere would be shutting. Yeah. By the time we finish the show. And then you've also got the battle of trying to get fucking 30 maniacs into a place together. Just would never happen. Yeah. You usually end up back in the bar at the hotel and make names stay open, because that was the one good thing, was the bars stayed open as long as there was people all on drinks. So they cunts hated when they saw us coming, man, because that bar was not shutting, man. 6 in the morning, people are still there. The night watchman going like that, mate, two Jack and Cokes, please, man. But like I've always thought that's weird about London, how like it's no like New York. Do you know, like New York's a city that never sleeps?
That's it, yeah.
But London is meant to be one of the big hubs like that. But when it comes to like pubs, they kind of shut midnight-ish. I mean, I know there's some that stay later. But you would think, like with the size of the place.
If you've got reasons for staying up, like the UFC's the same with the wrestling, it's always on like 3-4 in the morning.
Aye.
And there will be like casinos that will stay open and watch it, but sitting and watching football in a casino, you'd rather be in a pub, enjoying it. But yeah.
That's always a rotten feeling, just find yourself in a casino
I hear it in general,
5 in the morning.
Aye.
See when you know what I mean? You get for a vape or whatever on the balcony, it's just full broad daylight, man. You're like, why have I not been in my bed for 7 straight hours, man? Like, why is everyone here? Just, you know what I mean? Fucking, casinos are a bleak place, man. It's like,
were you on the...
especially when you turn up, like last time I turned up to a casino, and I'm like, I can't remember if I'm a member here. And they're like, yeah, I remember. You've aged. Showed me the fucking, it was like a photo of me for like 15 years ago with some fucking hair in my head. I'm like, alright, mate.
Fucking hell, man.
Aye. Losing the roof yourself there a bit, mate. You know?
Well, talking about that, man.
Can I take this off? Is that alright?
Aye, I'm taking mine off. But do I
Really?
have these on because it's boiling, man. We had them on with the idea of...
I've never taken this off now.
well, that's yours, mate. That's yours to
Sweet.
keep, brother. I've got another one there for me. It suits you, mate. Looks
I
cracking.
like a bucket hat, and especially a Buckfast bucket hat.
Alright. It swaps round.
Oh,
There's
yeah?
2 different bucket hats.
So is this?
I mean, the other one's about Scotland, so maybe just keep it on that side. I like that side better anyway. I think that's nicer.
Nice.
Aye, and that was a wee Scotland bucket hat, so maybe just get that. Take fuck, man. Do you know what I mean? Like, game over, man.
Is it
Falling over the
Game
whole
over,
nation.
man.
That's enough.
No, it's because you showed up late today and fucking made the bucket hats on for a bit long and it's been boiling in here.
Alright.
So we were sitting listening to Nation 90s, man, and a bit of Shabba Ranks and that, know what I mean? Mr. Loverman, Shabba. But he's only got 2 veins, which blew my mind, Mr. Loverman.
Aye.
He only got 2 veins, we looked
Really?
that up. Aye.
I thought you'd be a real bad man.
Exactly. That's what I thought. Mr. Loverman.
Wayne on every island, man.
Aye.
Yeah, too right, man. What did you be listening to Charles and Eddie? Charles and Eddie?
No, what else was on How Bizarre,
Charles
stuff
and
like
Eddie,
that.
How Bizarre.
Bit of Genuine. My
Genuine.
pony, jump on it. Aye. It's good.
Yeah, that Charles and Eddie song when they go, what's it, how'd you go again? It's like would I lie to you, baby, would I lie to you? And he goes, oh yeah. Like, right, okay. He's just admitted to you then. Not to complain about it, he did tell you in the song that he'd like you.
Charles and Eddie have got wings in every island.
Aye. Bunch of wee Charles and Eddie's under that, man.
Maybe that's what happened. Ann Widdecombe knew their secrets, man, and he's like, she needs to go, man.
Aye, get the pliers, man. And Shaka Demas bring him, no?
Fucking hell. Aye, but the reason we were wearing bucket hats was we thought, because Jimmy was in and Jimmy's a frequenter of festivals, we would have some festival chat, since it is festival season this time of year.
True, festivals, hats back on.
Were you just the Transmit? You were just the Transmit, weren't you?
I was the Transmit, yeah. One of the many freebie tickets that were floating about. I managed to get one of those.
Aye, because it was died in its arse, didn't it, this year, didn't it?
It's pretty bad. It's pretty bleak, isn't it?
Is it?
But
really?
You said to me, and I've not seen it anywhere, and I don't know if you were just saying it, that Tea in the Park's come back.
I've heard rumours, but I don't know.
All right, I thought you meant
No.
they announced it there, that this is the last Transmit. Were you just saying it was that shite?
It was bad, bring Tea in the Park back. Oh, I think everybody thinks that, don't they?
Really?
The rite of passage, going to Tea in the Park.
It really is a rite of passage that's sort of lost on youngsters that just go into I don't even class it as a festival so much as just a big gig
Experience.
in the middle of a town.
Aye.
Do you know what I mean? A full festival, you need to go out in the middle of nowhere and possibly never come back.
Aye.
Do you know what I mean? That's the danger.
They stopped advertising it as Transmit. They
How
just
do you
said it was Richard Ashcroft in Glasgow Green.
Oh, really?
Aye, that was it. Transmit was like the very kind of football.
Ah, right enough. Aye, Lewis
Not
Capaldi
there.
was the big
That was
billboard name and all that.
Aye.
and-
I've seen Richard Ashcroft before at a opening for the Stones. Were you know there?
We did, didn't we?
Aye,
We walked
aye.
the train lines home that night.
Aye.
Remember that?
That's right, man. My bird was raging and all because Jester loves this story because fucking I'm steaming. I disappear. It started raining and she asked me to get her one of the Macs, the plastic Macs that everybody had on. So he was like, you disappeared for about half an hour and you came back and went, they didn't have any Macs left, but I was wearing a Rolling Stones skip hat that night. And she was like, what the fuck? And I was like, well, they didn't have any. I went, I queued up all that time. I had to fucking buy something. So I got a nice wee Stones fucking skip hat. But I was a cracking gig. Who else was it? It was Richard Ashcroft. It was like fucking absolute main eventers. It's the Stones, of course.
Can't remember.
But even that ticket was only £105. £105 to see the Stones on the grass.
Mm-hmm.
So you get right near the front. And they were fucking phenomenal, man. Like, just brilliant.
Yeah.
But it was Richard Ashcroft, somebody else. It was pure big. Like, and you were like, holy fuck. Like,
remember.
all these cunts are people you'd pay to see headline.
Aye.
But then it's the Stones. So, you know what I mean? The only other time that I'd seen that was going to Oasis at Murrayfield when I was dead young. And it was the Stone Roses and the Happy Mondays opening for them. That was phenomenal.
Wow.
Aye, that was fucking phenomenal, man. That was great.
I think I've ever seen Happy Mondays. I've seen Black Grape live, but I've not seen Happy Mondays, man.
Dunk booked them. So my old business partner, when I was at ICW, he ran Triple G Music, and that isn't the sort of music that he would book, but he knew that I loved Happy Mondays, and he went, "Do you think I should book Black Grape for the garage?" And I was like, "Fuck it, man, definitely." And I remember going to that and hanging out with Manny for the Stone Roses.
Awesome.
He was hanging about outside, and he was looking for eggs. I was like, the scene when he's 50s.
No,
this was years ago, man.
Right?
Aye, because he bumped into me, I had a DD colour Mr. Happy zipper on, and he noticed that. And I came out, you know how where the smokers bit is, there's a wee door at the bottom of the stairs that leads into the production area. So I was in there sitting with Sue, getting a blast of his vape pen, and fucking I walked out there and get a bit of fresh air because the vape pen hit me pretty fucking hard. And then it was like, "Oh, alright, how you doing, kid?" And he was inside the wee fence. And my phone was dead. I didn't get a photo of him, man. I was gutted. But I was sitting talking about him. And then after about 5 minutes, he was like, "Do you know I can get any pills?" And I was like, "Mate, I don't know." I was like, "I'll ask him out for you, mate."
And just moved on to the next person.
He did, 100%, mate. Went through the fence and all that, into the smokers bit, into the night, man.
You'd want to take Eckies with Manny, man. That'd be a fucking story. Do you know I once smoked weed with De La Soul?
No way,
Did I
man.
tell you that?
No.
Totally. Don't know how much of this story I should tell, actually. I'm just realising the legal repercussions, man. But
No for smoking weed, mate.
Nah,
It's legal,
no.
either.
Fair enough. But they were playing at Archie's. I used to work at Archie's. I can't remember if I was still working at Archie's at that point. Maybe. I was definitely just there seeing the gig. And then apparently they were looking for a bit. So I had to phone my mate up. Like, "Mate, you want to come backstage with De La Soul?" So we ended up.
You'd have broke your neck going backstage, wouldn't you, that fast?
Yeah.
You'd have broke your neck getting backstage that fast,
He turned up pretty quickly.
Sharp, man.
But we were. They did not want. We wanted to hang about with them more than they wanted to hang about with us. I got the impression. my mate even told. He gave him his help a wee bit, whatever. And this was a while ago, obviously. And he had his tin open, and then one, I think it was like De La Soul's DJ or something like that. Wasn't he one of the main guys? But it was just like he's like that to him, "Yeah, we're gonna go. I'm gonna take this." Just like grabs the whole bit, walks out. My mate's just like, "Alright, De La Soul." I'm not gonna argue with you.
Half your fist full of weed, man.
Aye, man. Do
you remember the time I think he was joking, I'll say that we were backstage at Fun Loving Criminals?
Yes.
And Huey was about to go on stage.
Aye, came up to me. It's like I was like poking my head around. Like, I thought that's you walk on the stage and that. And I turned around. Huey's face is right there, pure sweating away. He's like, "Hey, dude, shouldn't have done all that ketamine." Just walks right on stage and starts his gig, man.
No. What it was exactly what you're saying, but there was one caveat. The bit that I thought was hilarious about it was, as he walked, so when you came out the changing rooms in the backstage at ABC, the toilets were there, and you went the other way for the stage.
Aye.
And they went, "Right, you're due on stage." And he went and went to walk that way, and they went, "The stage is this way." And he turned around and went, "Shouldn't have taken all that ketamine." 2 minutes later, he's like, "Stick him up, punk, it's a fun-loving criminal."
Rockstar, man.
Aye. And we were inside the wee fence, the crash barrier between the stage and the punters. So we were standing there watching it. And do you know who else was there that night? And I'd forgot it, right? See the guy that plays the main character out of Rise of the Foot Soldiers, Pat Tate? He was standing next to us.
Craig Fairbrass, is it?
Aye.
Craig Fairbrass?
Aye.
Actor?
Aye.
The big massive guy?
Yes.
No way, man.
Yes. Years later, I realised that it was him. Because it was like, oh, he's an actor. Remember Donald that ran the garage in the caddy? He was there with this guy. And he was saying, "Oh, he was in this and this and this."
Aye.
And the penny didn't dropped years later when I was watching Rise of the Foot Soldier. And I went, he was the guy standing next to us.
No way, man.
Aye. So we were standing there, and I remember he's been one of the best moments of my life, man. He turned around and he went, "This is dedicated to," he went, "that motherfucker right there," and pointed to me. I haven't said 2 words to you. I think he's just looked for somebody that he can see. And then he started singing "Stick 'em Up, Punk, It's a Fun-Loving Criminals." And I was like, this is the best fucking night ever, man. Dedicated to me, man. Couldn't even fucking point me out in a lineup, man. But aye, that was a cracking night. But aye, festivals, I thought Teen the Park was coming back. That's a shame. My first Teen the Park was 2006.
Right.
I think James Brown, fucking, what do they call it again? what was NERD, I think were there.
Pharrell Williams.
It's it, does it not?
Aye, and then fucking
2006, man.
The Who.
Oh, aye.
Aye, brilliant, man.
Too right.
Out my fucking trumpet the whole time, man. It was brilliant, a pure rite of passage. But the last one we went to was grim, where they moved the location and we ended up doing the comedy tent at it.
Yeah.
So we were on.
Half dead, that one.
Mate, that's how it was the last one.
Yeah.
I would love to have got that poster, because at the boat, mate, it said ICW, seen the Dead Small writing, or the other acts. We were on there, and we were doing the improv with Billy, and it was grim.
Oh, let's not even talk about that again, man.
Aye,
It never
it was
happened.
grim. It was grim. I'm sure we've brought up this in the past, but the one thing I remember is that Billy said, I'll give you a lift home, and I went, I don't want to leave now, I'm going to hang about. We wanted to hang about, and Billy went, well, I'm going to go and do a gig in Edinburgh at the Stand. He went, then I'll come back and find you. And I was like, sound. So we were hanging about, and then it just got bleaker and bleaker. The whole thing, we were like, this isn't the tea in the park I remember. Yeah. And the one thing that stuck out in my head was I was wandering about the campsite, because I was trying to get to the bit where the cars can pull up to leave, to get Billy, because Billy's like, I'm on my way right now, go to this bit. And I remember walking through it, and it was like fucking like a prisoner of war camp, man, and it was like mud everywhere. And there was these wooden slats as like paths that the Polish could go about in quad bikes, and there was a Polish quad bike with hundreds of Polish around, and it was stopped with its light shining on this guy who was in the mud. You could be like submerged with his head just on the wooden slats, and they were all just looking at him, and he was going, arrest me. Fucking arrest me. And I think he wanted to go home. I think he'd lost the will to live. And he was like, well, if they arrest me, I'm going somewhere warm.
I'm getting a lift.
I'm going to a warm place, getting a cup of tea, man.
I won't die in quicksand like the horse at the fucking never-ending story.
Arrest me. Fucking arrest me.
Did you look back after that and go, this tea in the park thing's never going to
Aye, that was it, mate. I thought maybe
that guy represented tea in the park at the time.
Because I remember taking acid and watching The Who and fucking all that, and it just this different experience, man. It was just the best. And being there it was like you could go the day before. Yeah. So it was like you go for the Thursday, wasn't it? And it was Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Some acts with a bit of DJ on.
Aye. So we went for the full bifter, man. Aye. And I remember like somebody that was with us had all sorts of shit in his boxers, and fucking the sniffer dogs came out, and we were like, oh God, man. And they grabbed the guy next to us, and then we just kept walking, and I was like, holy fuck, man. Nearly never got into tea in the park there, man. Aye, that was fucking mad. And then that same year I went to Creamfields, and that was...
Oh, that'd be magic, man.
That was good, man.
See, that's like increasingly, been at tons of festivals, but increasingly the more and more I went, just immediately trying to find the slam tent or the equivalent of the slam tent. I just turn up and folk would be like, I want to see this obscure indie band. I'm like, nah, the dancing. I just find myself in a tent.
That's what we did at Transmit last year, though.
Aye.
We found that, was it a Jaeger?
Yeah, there's a wee dance bit there.
That was
always the best bit, man.
Aye.
We ended up blagging our way into the hospitality. We just paid the bouncer. They let me and my cousin in, and we ended up sitting with... who's it used to be the keeper for Newcastle? David James? Aye, sitting with him and I know, pure random, and somebody at Shameless. No McAvoy, it was an English guy. I can't remember his fucking
Frank
name.
Gallagher?
No, it wasn't him. It was one of the younger ones.
Right, aye.
Sitting with him.
The wee guy with the thin face and the curly hair and all that.
Yes.
And Red Riding and all, man.
Aye.
Yeah.
Sitting with him and David James, pure. No a pupil in my to be fun, man. Do you know what I mean?
What kind of conversations do you have with David James if you're sitting there?
I don't remember anything, man. I don't remember anything about that, man. I could have bit through a fucking a brick wall, man, at that point in time, mate. Just sitting there like that. Newcastle were dynamite in David James. And it was too many DJs were playing in that bit, I know. I remember that. Aye.
Awesome.
That would have been good.
It was cracking.
Do you want to know my first tea in the park?
Yes.
I'll tell you about this.
No.
1994.
What?
The first ever tea in the park.
So what age were you?
10.
How?
Old, man. Motherwell, man. That's how it goes. Because the first tea in the parks, the first 3 or 4 maybe, were at Strathclyde Park.
Aye.
Before they moved it up to Ballado. And those were the real fucking... I mean, obviously it got a bit mental when I went to Ballado, but the reason they moved it out of Strathclyde Park was it just year after year it started, man. It's like I mean, my dad took me, right, at least the first year, probably a couple of years after that as well, and I remember the last year it being at Tina Park, it was actually a struggle to get out. Like, I'm there with my dad as a wee boy, and it was a struggle to get out because just half of Motherwell had showed up outside to just chuck bottles at each other, man. And it was like, even as a Wayne, I'm like, this is either going to move or this festival's on, man, because you can't keep this going, man. This is fucking the last days of Sodom, man. But
who was on that one?
When I was 10, I saw Cypress Hill on stage with Rage Against the Machine at the same time, because Cypress Hill turned up late. They were meant to be doing a set at like 6 p.m. or something like that. Rage Against the Machine were headlining the first night, but Cypress Hill got detained at Heathrow for a wee while for obvious reasons, right? So they turned up. By the time they turned up, Rage were already headlining it. So Rage introduced Cypress Hill on. So P-Real comes on, does a big rant about the security at fucking Heathrow Airport. He's like, fuck Heathrow, fuck Heathrow. They kept referring to, because you're in like Hamilton basically, Strathclyde Park, and he just kept referring to it either as Glasgow, or just like Scotland. I think Scotland is just a safe bet. You just say Scotland, you know what I mean? But it's like, 10-year-old seeing Cypress Hill doing How I Could Just Kill a Man with Rage Against the Machine backing him up, and Zach De La Rocca doing guest vocals, man. It's like
danger.
Almost too young to appreciate it. You know, I mean, obviously I was loving it when I was 10, but like a few years later, I'm like, man, I would pass out if I seen that. Right? You know what I mean? I'd be
fucking unreal, mate.
Aye, amazing.
If you're watching this, tell us in the comments what your first festival memories were as well. And Jimmy, same question to you, mate. What are your first memories of a festival?
Oh,
because you've been to more festivals than anybody I know, mate.
Like, I know. But what's the best one? Oh, I think at early doors, I think the first one I went to was 2014 in the park. And I remember seeing Faithless. And I remember like my feet not touching the floor. I'm thinking, there's a lot of people here and all that. I think that was a big deal. After that, I think I did Tea in the Park year after that.
Aye.
And then 2010. But like the festivals, you know, I think quite a lot of them, most of them now kind of died out in Scotland. I think there's ones that are really struggling.
Yeah.
So you find yourself going to...
Shame, man.
You go to...
It's society.
Oh, yeah.
It's
it used
culture.
to be a great culture, that, man.
Aye.
Like, I've been to tons of festivals, like initially just going, my pals and that, and then later on like gigging at them and stuff. Been lucky enough to be in the VIP and all that. And there used to be like a choice of festivals. Like, when it got to that point when I'm gigging at them and stuff, I'd maybe do a couple, like do Rock Ness, maybe I do a set at Tea in the Park, do like Belladrum.
Listen,
you know what I mean?
Fuck's sake.
Well, it's just like, I mean, I think back, it's like I have done a lot of those things.
Aye,
do you know what I mean?
class,
Just go up for the day or a couple of days or whatever.
How
But
many
it's
of them
like
are
you're
still
saying,
floating about?
it's like aye, few and far between. I mean, Rock Ness for one, that only ran for like 2 or 3 years, and that was the best festival I've ever been to. Beautiful surroundings because it's just on the banks of Loch Ness, so just everywhere you look, it's like a postcard. The acts were brilliant. It was quite heavy dance, like Fatboy Slim, I think, headline one night. I remember Daft Punk were headlining all night. I took a piss next to Fatboy Slim.
I've seen that
then
photo.
Get a photo of him, aye. He was such a nice guy, man.
Send me that and we'll stick it on the screen.
Aye, I will do it, man. That was memorable because like in the VIP bit, like bumped into a few folk like that, but then I realised I'm taking a piss, and I realised who's taking a piss next to me, and there were only 2 guys. And you know what it is? I was out my dial, and I got that extra sense of like, he's uncomfortable next to me because he can tell that I'm going to ask him for a photo. But I'm like, I'm not going to ask him for a photo while we're taking a piss.
Aye.
So as soon as we get outside, I was like, mate, can I just get a photo with you? But I asked him to do that thing, like, mate, can you just look miserable, like disappointed to meet me, and like off to the side. And when you ask folk to do that, he was dead nice. He's like, I like your style, mate, can I see that photo? And it's like, you could tell he was annoyed. Initially, he's like, I'm going to get asked for a photo here. But because you ask him to do that, something different, he's like, it's actually quite funny. Let me see that photo. Dead nice guy, man. Yeah, exactly.
But that's the thing is, like, I think it's a big part of the city centre being systematically killed, strangled, destroyed, led to... I know what part it is, the culture, the drink culture in your youth is a lot less now than it was, which is a good thing. But you miss out on the nights and the camaraderie and the, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it's because everybody's so disconnected now. But I also think a massive part of that is all the places magically burning down the town for fucking student flats and all that sort of shit that's happening. And then because less people are going into the town, it's less of a hub. Then other places by default get the after effects of that. Pubs shut down, smaller clubs shut down. So then that has a knock-on effect to young upstart music acts trying to do stuff like, for example...
Less of a scene for them, isn't there?
Because what blew my mind was, years ago when I used to book venues for different things, right? It was easy to find venues in Glasgow. Not just the bigger venues, but you could find smaller wee venues if you were doing like a fucking Q&A thing or some like thing where it's a wrestler doing a chat thing or fucking whatever. But when I went to book our one, which by the way is selling quite well, Heavy Good Podcast Live, we've sold about 45 tickets now for a show that's in October, mate. And it's 130 odds. We want to sell that bad boy out. Get yours at skiddle.com now. Very happy with the sales so far.
I think we're doing better than All In.
Aye. Is that the one that was the other day?
And All In's ones that coming up at Wembley Stadium.
Aye, I'm might be working with him.
Aye. I'm only joking.
AW, you're fucking
I'm only joking. They'll do fine. I'm only joking.
But aye, so when I was trying to find a venue for us, I was like, there's hundreds of venues, even like pubs that would have like a room. So for example, when I used to do like the wee comedy fucking spoken word things that I would do, it was a doddle finding places.
Yeah.
That would, this hod's 80 to 100, and it's got a sound system, and it's fucking usually free to hire or £100 or whatever. See, try to find somewhere for this outside of Hug and Pint and Blackfriars. I was like, and then it was like, all right, Van Winkle, I'll look that up. I was looking at places that were in like the comedy, Glasgow Comedy Festival last year. Like 3 of them have shut down. Van Winkle shut down, Van Winkle West End.
Is that true?
That's gone, mate. And I was like, this is horrible because it strangles art, grassroots art, mate. And then if nobody's got a reason to go to a place to see a thing,
right?
And then
just
save
up your money for the next Taylor Swift fucking
exactly, and then they can't people, the big acts, because of Ticketmaster and all that, this dynamic fucking pricing shite. Then it's like people can't afford to go to these wee gigs even if they are happening because they need to save up a fucking ridiculous. Like for example, me saying Rolling Stones was £105. And Richard Ashcroft's open for them. Fucking phenomenal. That was worth every penny. But now they would probably be £300-400 to go and see. It's disgusting. And it's just this thing like with AI that we always talk about and all that. It's all these things are killing art, and that has a knock-on effect to people going out, and that has a knock-on effect to everything. Festivals, creativity, music. It's shite, man.
It's the general mood.
Aye. It's fucking shite, mate.
Affects people's moods, man.
I'll tell you what though, go and see tribute acts. Go to the Renfrew Ferry. It's always a good laugh.
Did you not go and see Steven Seagal?
No, I didn't. No.
I thought it was you, man.
Very close to going to that, but no, I didn't. With his big, what was it, trumpet?
That's not trumpet, mate.
I instantly thought of the guy from the top.
But you've been to a couple of random as fuck festivals, haven't you? Like, you've been to ones recently where you're like
S Club 7 ones, no? Yeah.
Well, aye, that's
it's not an S Club 7 festival. That would be the biggest fucking thing in the planet.
That sort of thing, just with S Club 7.
Aye, that sort of thing though. Like
it was
S Club
90s.
Was it on 5?
There's a 90s festival.
But a 5, man.
Back to it's called.
Oh, why?
If you've got the feeling,
5 had some bangers, man.
I saw them last year. They were really, really
good. Man.
5 was excellent.
I tell you what, I watched the Brit Awards. Was it last year? A couple of years ago, Brit Awards. Jack Whitehall's hosting the Brit Awards, and it comes up to 5 have just reformed at their table, and he's doing the Jack Whitehall thing. He was just ripping the piss at him and slagging him like, oh, like has-beens and fucking how does it feel seeing all the young folk? And you're like, I was watching it going like, get 5 up on stage instead of all that's pish that you've been fucking.
Everybody do their seat going fucking nuts, mate.
Man. Actually have folks singing along there and fucking falling asleep. There's
having this thing called fun.
Aye, man.
Remember the fun?
Yeah.
Aye.
Yeah, fuck you, Jack Whitehall.
Fuck you, Jack Whitehall.
Candle to your abs, mate.
Fuck's sake. Right, so, as we were saying, you've been to some random as fuck ones. So what are the most random, like festivals with weird shit?
Trying to get a rundown of, I think there was one Saturday at one of these festivals, and I think it was 2 Unlimited leading into Dave Pearce DJing into DJ Quicksilver for like 3 hours.
That sounds amazing.
What's Venga Boys, and then finishing off with like Aqua.
Aye.
That was like a run where you're like, I don't think you can get.
What did
every song you
what did DJ Quicksilver do again?
Bellissima.
Now
36.
What's that?
Now 36?
That doesn't make it. I was like, see when I went to that festival.
That's some Rain Man shit.
Wee things you remember. But I remember being in the festival and being inside my tent afterwards and then going, I've seen everybody from Now 36. Like right now, I've seen everybody from like CD1. It was ridiculous.
I would like to do that with Bonkers, the first Bonkers CD.
Oh, you could probably do that.
You probably could, aye.
It's just Hicksy and Sharky, really, innit?
Aye.
I know, but there was other songs.
They're still kicking a ball, man. They're still fucking classic grand or whatever they're
They should do that. They should just do Bonkers, but it's the first CD.
I think they do stuff. I've been to nights like that, doing it classic grand, man.
Really?
Aye.
I need to go to one of them.
Yeah.
I'd go to that in a heartbeat, man. Now is the time and all that, man.
Yeah.
Aye.
Yeah.
Toy Town, fucking all that shit played.
Yeah.
Aye. Dun, 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 dun. Aye.
Aye, man. Yeah.
Oh, mate. Ah, fuck. I didn't even know that was a thing. I'd go to that. Because I know like TTF and all these sort of ones. Because it's the nostalgia. That's what sells now.
Aye.
Because
Yeah.
people want to remember a happier time.
Aye.
Well,
Aye.
you're pointing your thumbs at me there, eh? That's exactly what I was doing. You follow that nostalgia, and that's how you go.
Well, there's that Pavilion Festival started down in Ayrshire. Ewan McVicker started. Is that
Aye.
still?
Street
I know
Life?
it's been going a couple of times. Aye.
Aye,
Is
this
it
year
still gonna
that
go?
it was Buckfast that sponsored it.
Was it? Aye.
That's how they
That's
started
fitting,
just
man.
their social media.
Right.
Was off the back of that.
Oh, maybe I can get because fucking because he asked us to come down the first festival at Dundon there, standing on top of a double-decker bus, and
Aye, there was a photo of you.
he
in that,
never
man.
asked me to pour Buckfast off the top into folks' mouth, but I took that upon myself to do it. I was just meeting public demand. I'm up there with a bottle of Buckfast, and just a crowd formed around this bus, like, pour it in my mouth. I'm like, what else am I going to do? You know what I mean? I'm looking paid to do anything else here, you know what I mean? I'm no DJ Hicksy, you know. You get a fucking microphone, I'll fucking pour some blowing Buckfast into my mouth, and
Now you
then
can do it with
a
that.
few minutes later, I'm surrounded by all the security in the place. No, the
Oh my
fucking
God.
high-vis Jake is just looking at us like that. Yeah, fuck if this is a gimmick, mate.
You booked the wee man and put him in the top of a bus with
What do you
bottles of
want?
bucky.
What do you want?
Aye.
Where's the eye?
What did you think was going to happen here?
Aye, right.
Aye.
Yeah.
But I so
But that's a bit early. It's like you're saying. It's like they'll do at least one day of that, but it's a sort of nostalgia-based TTF and all that. You get an older crowd going that one day, and then you get another day that's more fucking Ewan McVickers and all that. You know what I mean?
Ewan McVicker's class, and a lot of his music has a tinge of the old school about it.
Definitely.
Aye,
That's That's why it all melded together pretty
Aye,
well, man.
it's
It
fucking
is that
class, man.
Classic rave kind of sound.
Aye. And I hope that does really come back. I saw that Mikey Motion the other day was doing something. Was it Technotronic or Technotrance or something like that, man? He was making a song, and that's my youth, man. Is like the old fucking hanger and fucking bass generator tape packs and all that.
Aye.
The 8 packs of cassette tapes and stuff. Like there's something primal about that music. Like it speaks to you in your fucking soul, man. Do you know what I mean? And maybe it's because we were raised with it, but also maybe because you were pulled out your nut, man, and fucking the beat was just fucking vibrating through you.
Aye.
Do you know what I mean? But so these festivals, Jimmy,
Yeah.
there's been some really weird shit. Like, did you not go to one time and there was hardly any cunt there, and you were like, there's a wrestling show here, and it said Al Snow's Wrestling Academy, and it was in the middle of like fucking Shropshire or something.
There was, there was about one transit van turned up in a tiny little ring, and it had
Was Al Snow there?
No.
I
Snow wasn't there.
didn't know Al Snow had this got a British wrestling school.
I think he turned up, and I think he might have got a selfie with somebody at some point, but that's why they called it Al Snow's Wrestling. I never asked any questions about it. I actually never saw them wrestle. I just saw them putting up the ring and just hanging around. But I was busy watching, what was it? I was on the timeline, and you look at it and going, right, I can go and see Sash. And then after Sash,
Uncle Anfois,
you've got, and then you've got
Ecuador.
S Club
Right.
Party.
Aye.
S Club Party were playing. They never actually put
S Club Party.
Aye, because they never put a number at the end of it because they didn't know how many of them were turning up.
That's
Turns
like,
out I get
like the Wu-Tang Clan.
I
Inspector Deck and fucking aye.
think it was two of them that turned up. S
Right.
Club 2 doesn't sound as good as S Club Party.
No,
But
it's
aye, it was-
weak, man.
Well,
I thought you were referring to S Club, was it Juniors? Remember the sort of brand
Junior S Club 7,
extensions?
lads. Yeah.
Aye. And did they not end up being called S Club Party when they got too old to be juniors or something like that? Did they not change their name?
I can't remember.
There was
but
like
I don't know
various
that.
branches at S Club eventually, I remember, man. It's like...
Well, like the Killer Bees and the Wu-Tang. It all comes back
Aye.
to Wu-Tang, man.
Aye.
Aye. They're branch off fucking fringe groups, man.
Yeah. The military wing at S Club.
Aye. Having a feud with fucking, what they call it, Blazing Squad and all that.
Blazing Squad,
Aye.
the All-Stars. You get Hollyoaks
They
and all
have
that,
to be on
man.
the circuit,
You
don't
know about All-Stars, man.
they?
So things that go bump in the night or something. Was that their tune? Some shit like that.
I don't know.
I've had out 90s you, man.
You might have out naughties me. I think.
Aye, maybe not. I
That
think you're
sounds
right.
good.
I think
Aye,
you're
yeah, I
right.
think that was it. But
Darren for Hollyoaks was on it. I remember that, man. Darren, right?
oh, really? I didn't watch Hollyoaks.
Right.
I'm terrible with telly.
Hold on. Let me get this up. Fucking All-Stars. Fuck, how does Roy do this?
Am I getting the tune mixed up with Big Brothers? Remember Big Brothers?
Yes,
Yeah.
I remember Big Brother.
This is Big Bro taking over the show. Big All Stars Band UK.
All Stars, yeah, one word. That is the most naughtiest looking fucking eye. Look at all the blonde streaks.
Aye,
Look at all
that.
the blonde highlights,
Aye.
man.
I want to look like Rachel
That
at her friends.
Yeah, all of them.
Hollyoaks.
All Stars. British pop group between 2001 and 2002.
Very short-lived, man. Very short.
Then he was away to Hollyoaks and he's like, I'm done with this shite, man. Aye, fucking, let's see if we had any hits, man. Rebecca Hunter, Ashley Taylor, Dawson, Sam Bloom, Talila Zucchi.
Yeah, they had a TV show on CIT. Yeah, I see. Aye.
Alright, was that after CD UK or something?
Oh, that would have been aye. There's a few bands like that were like formed for children's TV shows. Do you remember North and South?
Yes.
You remember North and
I
South?
do remember
I'm a
North and
man, not a boy.
I remember that.
Man, not a boy. My God. Man.
What have I got to do
What?
to get through to you?
Right.
Yeah.
Aye, man. I thought they were underrated, man. I'm like,
They had another summer in them, didn't
always,
they?
aye, right. That's always stuck in my head that I'm a man, not a boy. And then I went and looked up it again and I was like, why was this not a bigger hit? And I was like, because there's no other lyrics. They only came up with that bit and just repeated it.
Aye,
it was for a
one hit
telly
wonders,
show.
man.
You can't go around.
Flung in the bin like yesterday's pants, man.
I watched the documentary. It's fucking obscure, but I watched the documentary about them actually, and they were formed by the manager of East 17. He was like, I want to form my own band, sort of boy band or whatever, that won't talk back as much as East 17 do.
Aye, because they talk
Oh,
back.
Right, because they were like out of control at times or whatever, but so they formed this wee sort of, you know what I mean, teenagers or whatever they were. But then they started talking back, the wee guy, the guitarist. He was called Jimmy Osmond in the sitcom. He was the guitarist for them. He started getting ideas above his station and all that. He's like, no, I want to do like prog rock and all that. And I'm like, mate, fucking...
Play the fucking game, son. You know what you're here today, man.
Man.
Prog rock.
I
Cunt.
was like, sure, stuff like that. I want to explore my fucking, you know what I mean, these musical avenues. Like, they the fucking man, not a boy.
Aye, go down Ivory Blacks and play in front of 50 cunts. You know what I mean? You want to be a star? You stay here and do what you're told, son. Dance, boy.
Yeah,
fucking dance.
right.
Aye.
Maybe go on at the Wickerman Festival, but I never mentioned. Is that still going? Wickerman finished as well?
I don't know. Is it?
Let's have a look.
Wickerman's a great festival, no man.
Wickerman Festival. What do you think, Jimmy, while I'm looking this up, is the best? Wickerman Festival.
Running to 2015. That's a while ago now, man.
But I just saw something there that
Look
popped
how
up.
Touch it. I'm on, man.
2026. Is it maybe making a comeback? No,
There's not
no
any
dates confirmed.
dates. Would it be worth?
But Dana Festival?
Just looking up what Scottish
Let's sell it.
festivals there are now.
Let's sell out Blackfriars first,
No,
mate,
I'm
before we
saying-
start fucking upscaling to a Dana Festival, mate.
I'm wondering what festival exists now in Scotland. Like
The Replay Festival still
Transmit,
exists.
Active
Replay,
That's in Perth.
Scottish
Perth,
music
Eden festivals. That's still go?
festivals.
I don't think so.
Eden.
That's not what I've heard of.
There was
Right, here's your active.
electric. What was that? Electric something. I went to that for a stag do a few years ago.
There's 3.
The
Transmit,
hell. Velodrom's still on there.
Transmit, Fringe by the Sea, Belladrum,
Fringe by the Sea.
and North Berwick. Never heard of it.
No.
And then you've got traditional folk. That's different, man.
Aye.
The Hebridean Celtic Festival,
Aye, man.
Edinburgh Tradfest, and Spayfest. That's sure a whack. But fuck, that's bleak, innit, man?
Aye, man.
What do people do with their time? Go to see Taylor Swift?
Right? Just save up for fucking. Aye.
Aye.
Yeah.
Buy download packs for fucking FIFA? Like,
bit
get out
sad,
there and
man.
live,
Man.
man.
Even Transmit. What I'm saying, it's like
You're only young for a little period of time. It might feel like forever, but
aye.
trust us. I don't know why I'm saying this in our podcast where the age range is normally like 30 to 45.
Aye.
But if there's anybody younger, go and live your fucking life, man,
Yeah.
because it goes by fucking fast.
Go and get mad with it in a field.
Aye. Get wrecked in a field, man.
End up like that guy buried in mud, like, arrest me.
Aye.
It's a rite of passage, man.
He'll still be telling that story.
Aye, he's still
Aye.
there.
There's a crowd gathered and I was standing there and I went, I want to see how this plays out. That was, that point in time, that was like Crash Damage now for me. I'm just watching it online. I was living it there. I was like, there he is in the mud. Like he's getting arrested. Something's happening here.
Aye.
And then I had to go because Billy was like, I'm outside now. And I was
Right.
like, fuck, man.
But you'll not get that transmit of them.
No,
Or fucking any of these chuckler fucking events, man.
no.
No chance. They'll be too polite, man. I've experienced, again, a while ago, I don't know if I should come up with a story, but Drum Festival as well, it is not in the park, because I remember trying to find substances at one point.
A few years back,
later on in the weekend, and like this couple got so mad at me because I'd asked them, like, do you know anyone that, like, fucking, and that's just very, very posh couples. Like, I can't believe you've just, she was like the teacher.
I can't believe you're at a festival looking for drugs.
She's like a teacher at Tune Fat. Like, I can't. Oh, that's quite offensive.
The security that came and took her out.
Believe,
right? Like, you need to leave. This is a festival.
But that was like the atmosphere of that festival. It's just very fucking. We're gonna stand here politely with our Pims and watch James. You know what I mean?
God.
Nothing wrong with James. You know what I mean?
Oh, sit down. I will.
Don't know about that.
I'll take a seat. You know what I mean? No, I like James though. James are good. But I don't think I go to a festival if they were headlining, put it that way.
Not when they get my way.
But you were there watting though.
I was there gigging, aye. They were always good gigs, and they did wrestling shows. Probably still do wrestling at Belladrum as well, don't they?
That's right, they did, man, because a lot of the boys would go to that, and I got told one year, do you want to come? And I nearly ended up going because I heard it was a good buzz.
It's a great show they put on, aye. Yeah, I mean, it's like, for their point of view, fucking easy, you know what I mean? Nice and simple.
Oh, I wouldn't have seen the wrestling ring for dust, mate. I wouldn't have been like that. I'd have got my free pass through the wrestling and just fucked off, mate. Aye.
But I think, the wrestlers have a great time working that. Cause
I'd have been up on stage with Davy Blaze dancing with Sister Sledge. Is that what that happened? Aye. It was on BBC Three. He's not dancing with Sister Sledge.
I brought him up.
And they were going, he's really got the moves, Davy Blaze. That's right. That was a long time ago though. That was like 2015 or 16 or something like that. I remember sitting in my house, BBC Three, just watched the telly, and I went, oh, it can't be. It can't be. And then he's up like that, fucking dancing on the stage. Fucking hell. But I fucking it's a shame. That is a real fucking shame, man.
Is it the same down south? Like, is it just Scotland that's been hit with less festivals? Are there still just like Scotland? Because they still get Leeds and Reading and all that, right?
All of that's good, but that's all
Download just happened.
Downloads have still gone strong.
There's loads of in and around London, pretty much, if you can get an airport that just takes folk in and out and whatever. Right. Just so they can do like 3 or 4 gigs a day. I think there's quite a lot in that kind of London area where folk can just drop in, do an hour, disappear somewhere else, and that clearly doesn't happen in Scotland, does it?
You need to think there's 60 something million down there, and there's 6 up here.
Oh, that's it.
It's a big difference. But we've got the picturesque places. But the Loch Lomond thing, that's because the people that live in Loch Lomond don't like outsiders.
That's it, yeah.
That's why they kiboshed Flamingo Land opening a theme park at thingy recently. Right. They've been trying to do that for years. And you know me, man. Me and my boy, you know that we love going to fucking theme parks and big roller coasters and stuff like that. Every time we're on holiday, we try to book one near somewhere where there's a big fucking theme park for abroad or whatever. And I thought, it'd be class, man, just down the road. Because like, for where I stay, it's a fucking 15-minute drive. I was like, that'd be brilliant. But it's never going to happen. And even though they were saying things like, the amount of jobs it would bring into the community, they're like, no, it would too much noise. So if that's too much noise, fucking a festival, they must have been up in arms about that, man.
They did have a couple of years, I think it ran live at Loch Lomond. It was Ricky McGowan, Colours Fest, Motherwell Boy, ran Colours Fest, and it was running it was more dance based. It was like Colours ran hang, do you know what I mean? So it was like more DJs and stuff, but I think it lasted like 2 years, and I think it was that problem where it was like residents were like, I can't believe you've asked me for that. This is my residence, you know what I mean? Just like,
well, that's it. I mean, we're
the wee man is walking around 3 sheets to the wind, pouring buckfast in people's mouths. He's even got a license for that double-decker bus. I'll ask you. Sorry, Jimmy, I cut you off.
No. I think we're in the middle of like a kind of Oasis reunion rumours stuff. Like, not reunion, they did that last year, but the tour. There's another tour coming up, and I know that they're playing like stadiums here, there, and the idea of them playing the Etihad in Manchester is a big deal, whatever. But I'd love it if they did Loch Lomond. I think the idea, like I went to see REM do Loch Lomond once, and it was a case of get a carry out, get yourself in a train, everybody's going to the same place. It's like a kind of pilgrimage to get yourself out in the country and go and see a big band.
I bet they didn't have a problem with run rig doing it, know what I mean? And that was blasting whenever you watch that on YouTube. Dun, 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 dun. Fucking Loch Lomond playing, do you know what I mean? They're fine with that. But Oasis, I'd love that though. But how many would that hold?
What about north of 90,000, 90,000 people.
Aye. Only £500. Aye, only £500 a ticket. Know what I mean? Fucking bullshit, man.
Yeah,
I'm dying to go and see Oasis again. I'm glad I got to see them when I was younger, and that was because my stepdad was doing the sound in the venue, and so this Tannoys, he works for a sound company, and they do like stadiums, like speakers and shit. So like, it wasn't the sound on the stage, it was just the sound in the venue. So my stepdad Alan, it took me down. I was 14, and it was the one where, what's the music video where Oasis come down the back stairs in Murrayfield, and it's in black and white, and then they walk onto the stage. It was where they recorded that, the day they recorded that footage, right? I can't for the life of me remember what song it is, but it was one of their music videos, right? Yeah. So he went in with the other guy that was working with the 2 passes, then came back out and got me and gave me a wee toolkit. Looked like a wee boy, right? Gave me the pass, put it on me, walked in. The security guy just looked up to him and went, oh, fuck's sake, he went, on you go, right? Went in, he went, just walk about. Because we were in the stands. We ended up sitting next to, who was one of them married at the time, one of the Appletons or something like that.
No way.
Aye.
Why am I thinking of David James?
And she
married to David James, aye.
Liam was shagging David James, man. Maybe Ann Widdecombe knew about that, man. Had to go.
Was it Natalie Appleton? Was it Natalie or Nicole?
Whatever one it was, right? She was there. She was there sitting next. So I was up in this bit where it was like fucking famous cunts that must have been our guests that they knew. She was sitting like 3 seats along for me and had like pieces. Like it was just her husband's button. She had a wee Tupperware hang open and was eating fucking pieces out of tinfoil. You know what I mean? Like, you're loaded. Like, just buy something. But earlier in the day, fucking it was like, just you can wander about the back bit. And just have that toolkit on you and keep the pass on you, because the other guy was up in the room where they're working, so he didn't need the pass at that point in time. He was like, come back and get us before the gig starts. And that's when I wandered into the bar and went to get a pint. I might have just turned 15 actually. Went to get a pint and the barman laughed and I went to walk away. Bez, this is Omar Wayne's life, Bez for the Hattie Mondays saw this, laughed, right, and went, just wait there kid, and went up and got me a pint and came in and gave me the pint.
Amazing, man.
Aye, that's, mate, I was on cloud 9, man, and then fucking up sitting next to one of the Appletons, mate, and fucking watching Oasis, Hattie Mondays, Stone Roses. The best, man.
I wonder how many people across the country can claim like that. How did you get into the drink?
Mate, that was mate, the first pint.
How did you start drinking Bez?
The first pint that was ever bought for me was Bez.
That's incredible. I don't know if that's...
And then I told my stepdad, who was like, what, furious I was drinking. I went Bez, but mate, and he went, we'll just not tell you wrong. Full of pride, man.
Right.
But they weren't there, Oasis weren't hanging about. They showed up in a limo and just went straight on stage. Aye. So they must have drove up to the back, came down the stairs and went right onto the stage. But everybody else that was part of the show was all hanging about this bar.
What's Bez like, man? Is he exactly like you want him to be?
I literally talked to him for 2 seconds.
Aye.
Like, he just laughed at the fact that the audacity of this wee boy that looked like a wee boy with a toolkit and a pass, going up to get a pint.
What a guy though, man.
Aye.
Right?
Aye.
He didn't need to do that, man. That's like fucking, that's so nice, man.
Aye. Just made it was a cherry on top of that day, mate. And it was one of the best. I remember
getting
that
best to do a jump in for you, man.
Aye, no far for
What's in that toolkit?
Beat that, man.
Yeah.
But aye, fucking, and then sitting watching the gig. It was fucking phenomenal, man. But aye, we'll wrap this up then, because this is about an hour in. Maybe some plugs. Jimmy, thanks for coming, and don't be a stranger. We got to get you back on, mate.
Cheers, mate.
100%.
All good.
I never even got on my story about going to Leeds Festival and my mate stabbing mother, mate, but we'll just leave it.
Oh.
Do you want to go for it?
It's like, I just remembered when I mentioned Leeds Festival, I went to a few Leeds festivals when I was younger, and a bunch of Scottish boys down there. And on the way back, I probably should have come out with this story, Mike.
You've dipped your toe.
We're in Leeds bus station, and one of my mates, I'll leave the names out yet, but one of my mates was tormenting my other pal for the whole festival, man, just like absolute fucking bullying him basically. And he'd bought a knife to torment him with. I know that sounds mental, but it just made sense at the time, man.
Sounds mental.
It made sense. It gets worse than that. It's fucking. He'd brought down half a steel pole for Motherwell to torment.
Motherwell steel.
Literally a steel, man. It was half a steel pole because he'd already broken it. All the guys. And it was like so incessant that it was just going to torment him this whole weekend. So the other mate fucking found the half the steel pole in his tent one day and like threw it over the fence like that. He's not going to torment me the rest of the weekend. So I just fucking mentioned. So he found out that he chucked it.
I knew you'd have a name like that, man.
And he talked like this, man.
Sort of cunt to have a
He
name.
talked exactly like this. He'd like, oh fucking, Hinks, that's his nightmare over. No, it's just starting. He went and got a knife for, I think maybe one of the stalls or something like that, and he would just fucking...
How different is the world?
Right.
Got a knife for one of the stalls.
It was like one of these wee kits, like a pocket knife thing, and I'm in fucking decent
Because you need
man.
that festival.
For your camping. Yes,
So we'd just be sitting in the campsite and he'd just have this knife going like that. Fucking, I'm gonna kill you, I'm gonna stab you like that. That was his game, that was his plan. Oh fucking, you better don't move, I'll fucking be on your neck like that. Fucking it's funny him. And then but in the way back up in Leeds bus station we're all just fucking hung over as fuck sitting there. But he's still keeping that up. He's like sort of half energy by that point, like I'm fucking gonna kill you. We're all just sitting there. But then by accident just goes like that and buries it in his fucking thigh, man. And so that's just this big pool of blood just starts appearing.
Oh my God.
He's like pure bleeding it. Because we're all just so fucking still mad with it, we're all just standing like that, mate. Let's stop bleeding. Just unable to fucking the end. And then like this woman, you could see just everyone in Leeds bus station like that, get away from the Scots. Like literally they hear their accents like typical. Just like that's fucking
just stabbing each other on the fucking
well, that's pool of
station.
blood's just like that, aye.
That's horrendous.
That's thankfully this nurse came out of nowhere. It's just like a trained nurse after he came up and helped him and all that. Like again,
We'll bleep it.
But
he was.
there we go.
Did he
that's it.
apologise?
No, absolutely not.
Fucking
I was absolutely mercilessly in the bus on the way back up. He's like, still owes me 50 quid for that hash.
Fucking hell.
That changes nothing.
So this is why Loch Lomond are not into music festivals in the local
Aye.
area.
We're sitting, you've just fucking,
A little bus
you've
from
just
all- that was-
documented why we've not got any festivals.
That is exactly why. We brought Tea in the Park to Leeds, basically. We brought that tea vibe, man.
So whoever runs the festivals has probably had the dossier at the end of the weekend and went 6 stabbings, 5 ODs, 5, and they've just went, we can't run things like this in Scotland. They can't have nice things.
Can't help
Aye.
See if we stop selling pen knives, we'd be fine. I don't know about that. You need them for camping.
I mean, it was like Tea in the Park did get ridiculous by the end. It was like, I remember by the end.
Oh, aye, arrest me.
Right? But like even you'd go on social media, go on Facebook, whatever, and by the Thursday, like lunchtime, there's riots. You'd check on Facebook, like folk have already started fighting and setting fire to tents and all that, man. They've just turned up and set up their tents, and they can't hold back till even the Sunday till you've run out of drugs. You know what I mean? Like fucking already they're scrapping, man. So the writing was in the wall by then, because folk were going up specifically to find fights basically by that point. I think so. It's like I didn't have long left after
It's
that.
a shame, man, because a couple of years before that, the atmosphere was completely different. Maybe it was just my experience, but like Tea in the Park, Creamfields were just a love fest, man. Like everybody was there to get out on that.
This has been like a rehab meeting, this fucking episode.
You're welcome, lads.
But aye, Jimmy, man, we used to do a podcast together. The podcast formerly known as Podcast.
We did, mate. Yeah.
We've now had you on, we've had Josh on. So it's cool, man. Like fucking, we want to get you back on again.
Right.
Aye.
What, do you get any festivals lined up? You got anything else? Like a summer and like that?
No festivals this year, just loads of kind of individual gigs.
Big gigs, what's coming up?
I'm working my way through my kind of 90s stuff. So I've never seen Manic Street Preachers. I'm going to go and see them.
That'd be good.
A bit of Suede as well. They're doing a joint.
Aye.
And then this is really tough. Going to Butlins again. Did Butlins last year, doing it this year. The Butlins
Was that no
WhatsApp chat.
grim, though?
Look, here. You go into the car park.
I remember
and
you
get your
sending me
keys,
things.
and you sign a non-disclosure and you say absolutely nothing about Butlins. That's it. I'm saying nothing else.
It's the Cliff Richard fucking contract, man.
That's it. Yeah.
And darling, sign this. God rest her soul, man.
What else is on the go?
She's not even in the gun yet, man. We're fucking.
That's a shame.
It's mainly been me, man. Sorry, Anne.
Sorry.
Yeah.
She can't hear me, man. She's been bludgeoned. 90-year-old, that's a shame, man.
Was it a bludgeoning? Is it officially a bludgeoning?
But they've went into a 90-year-old woman's house and meant something's a scare for her, man. Do you know what I mean?
bludgeoning them. I want to see the official report. Like.
It's weird talking about a breaking story in a podcast, isn't it? It's like, more as we get it. We might not. I mean,
but it's the first time somebody's died right before the podcast, because usually with us it's the Black Horn of Death comes down after we've talked about the person.
Right.
Aye.
I'm dreading seeing Bezzy's name in the news now, man.
Oh, mate.
Fuck.
No Bez.
That'd be devastating.
Aye.
I feel like Bez and Sean Ryder just defy human physics.
Oh, they'll look
Like,
Frasier
they'll
on Channel 4, mate. They'll be here
I
for
know,
a long time, man. They'll just keep going.
Just
Yeah,
survive the nuclear winter, man. Aye. Yeah.
Can I end up in Gogglebox once? Me and Grado, and then it got pulled at the last minute.
Oh, really?
I mean Grado, like no long after the first documentary came out, they were going to get me and Grado on it.
Oh, yeah.
And then they said, no, we've decided to go with something else. I don't even know who it was, but that would have been fun.
Who it was, like, so would there been a celebrity one? Like
No. This, I don't think so.
Oh, right.
This was like, so when was the first one out? 2012 or 13 or something like that.
Oh, yeah.
So I think it was just the normal Gogglebox.
Oh, really?
Or maybe it was like a one-off or some shit, but I remember Grado messaged me going, they've asked me and you to go and Gogglebox into it. And I went, aye, you're into that, mate. I'll be a laugh.
Yeah.
And fuck knows what happened, man. It just ended up not happening. Like the time when he ended up on, what's the one, Family Fortunes, remember that?
Right.
I was a cut just before I left, like 2019 maybe, when he'll end up. You'd have been in the team. We had sat and wrote down who was going to be in our team, that. And I don't know who would be facing, like Scottish celebrities or something, but it was going to be a team ICW and Family Fortunes or something
Weather
like that.
people, us versus Judith Ralston and Sean Batty and all that.
Oh, we shit him, man. We'd have fucking done them.
Oh, I'd love to do Family Fortunes, man.
Aye, it'd have been good,
Smash that,
man. Aye.
Oh, aye.
You'd be a good host for Wheel of Fortune, man. Is that
A
what
good
was fun?
host?
Aye.
You think?
Aye.
Really?
Aye.
Why'd you say that? Have I got a John Leslie vibe?
Scottish cunt. Bit older, man. Bit of razzmatazz, know what I mean?
You think?
Take the fucking compliment, you cunt.
Alright. I'll take it, aye. Yeah.
I didn't know where to go with that after you said fucking why.
Aye, man. I'm taking Carol Smiley with me if it's happening, man. Fucking bring Carol Smiley back to where she started.
Aye.
Why?
Back to terra firma, man.
Yeah.
Jenny
aye.
Powell as well.
Oh, Jenny Powell and all, man. Yeah.
Aye.
All of them.
Aye. So this has been the Heavy Good Podcast. Get tickets now. They're selling for Heavy Good Podcast Live October 4th at Blackfriars. Get them on schedule.com. And any plugs? I'll add in mine quickly.
I'm good.
Next week I'll be on the Patreon episode of A Pint and Two Shots. Getting interviewed with me, Grado and Toll. That'll be a lot of fun.
Nice.
I don't know what day it's coming out. Filming it on Tuesday. Probably later in the week. And Clan Wrestling 3 Clash of the Clans. August 2nd. Me and Neil are on that. Great family day out. Tickets are selling very fast for that now, as it's fast approaching. And obviously the Heavy Good Podcast Live. So on you go, brother.
July 25th at Blackfriars Basement in Bell Street in Glasgow. I've got the Wee Man's Comedian Rap Battles. It's the last Saturday of every month. Every Sunday afternoon at the Stand Comedy Club in Great Western Road, you've got the Stand Improv Show. And I'm in a movie that's opening at the Edinburgh Film Festival on August 13th. It's called The Incomer, starring Donald Gleeson, Michelle Gomez and John Hannah as a fish monster. It's going to be released in cinemas September 25th, and the trailer drops this Tuesday, and I'm in it apparently. I'm in the trailer.
Oh yes, man.
For that, man.
Brilliant. Outstanding. And you can catch Jimmy at the S Club Party Festival that's happening next month in Shoreditch.
I'm just agreeing with this. Nothing else to plug. That's what I'm doing. Where is Shoreditch?
I don't know, mate. I just in my head I just like, where's an English place?
You're replacing Paul?
So this has been the Heavy Good Podcast, and a sweltering Friday we've recorded this.
Ugh.
I am Mark Dallas. That is Jimmy Carr. That is Neil Bratchpeice. And we will see you next week.